Hello everyone. It seems for some reason one of my favorite things to do is speculate about what would have happened if there was an alternative universe in Animal Jam where the loot chests and pack runs did not exist. So that's what we're talking about today. What would the items inside the pack chests be like now if they weren't added into the pack chests? We will also talk about some other items like the flower crown. Hope you all enjoy. Here is the set to the scene. In April 2018, Animal Jam has released Forest Runs, a brand new system in the pack hideout where you could run with your buddies and collect fireflies to get armor sets. This has been released, but unlike modern day, there are no loot chests around the map, just the fireflies. Which means that in this alternative universe, none of these items inside those loot chests were ever re-released. In this way, at least. Other ways it probably was. But that's what we're talking about right here. As long as that is the case, also in what I might think might be April of 2018, flower crowns were re-released, along with butterfly wings and other items like that. And without those being re-released, they'd be probably one of the most wanted items right now and would have a rare tag, which is interesting. But you're all here for the pack run. What would the things be like? Our first scenario starts when not even a month after pack runs has been released, the May update comes around with a secret surprise. Head flowers have been removed from stores and been given a rare tag. Along with this, another item which has also been in stores for a long while and then just disappeared for no complete reason, the Firefly Necklace, which was originally a pack item, would be rare tagged at this same time as well. And that probably made people kind of happy. Items like the dinner plate armor and silverware spiked hair and spiked mohawk have returned to stores once again to be one of those items that return every year, not as a seasonal item, but just as an item that exists. Dinner plate armor might have been turned into a Feast of Thanks seasonal item, but that was not the case for what happened in the universe we're in right now. Camera and Turtle Shell, which haven't actually been re-released at the time, have finally got their re-release into Jam Art clothing. We skipped time a little bit because in 2019 and the rest of 2018, not much stuff has gotten rare tagged, especially the stuff within the loot chests of the pack run prizes. So we skip all the way to June of 2020. The world has definitely changed, and that is not different in this alternative universe. But the whole thing that we are talking about is items being rare tagged, basically. So these items, and these items definitely are what used to be the cream of the crop, let's say. Specifically, the jukebox, which used to be one of the rarest den items out there. It could be as rare as a tiki table and a koi pond. That's how rare jukeboxes used to be before they were re-released. So a lot of these items that would have been in the pack loot chests have actually been rare tagged in the June 2020 update, along with a lot of the other old 2015 to 2016 den items. Here are a few of the ones that would have been rare tagged. So, mentioning the jukebox, as I did before, it was probably the biggest one out of all these items to get a rare tag, and people feel very, very happy about it. It's become one of the most overrated den items that you can have. Glass shelves along with modern shelves, got rare tagged. Both of which are glass looking shelves. A-frame bookshelves got rare tagged, which would have made me happy because I have an original one and I had it before pack runs existed, which kind of bummed me out when it originally happened. And then probably wavy bookshelves would also be rare tagged then. Train sets would be rare tagged in June 2020, along with the robot toy, both of which can't be because of being released. Along with these den items was the circular chair and the circular couch, I think, and modern couch. Those three haven't been released since 2015, and now nearing 5 years old, these items would have been gotten a rare tag along with all the others. And these items on my trade, Dragonfly Wings, Fez, Mad Scientist Hair, and Monster Hat, would have gotten rare as well in June 2020. Mad Scientist Hair was around the same time as Horn Pilot Hat, so it got a rare tag then. Fez was a 2015 item, so it got a rare tag then. So was Dragonfly Wings. And Monster Hat was an item similar to the Spooky Rug, which was released during Halloween. Additionally, Homemade Wings was also rare tagged in the same month of June 2020, along with all these other items. A decent amount of time goes by, and in November 2021, Dinosaurs have been released along with Mammoths. Along with Mammoths, one of two things could happen with the Mammoth tusks. They could either be re-added into Jammart clothing, or they could be rare tagged. I would say it's probably more likely that they'd be added back into Jammart clothing if they haven't been already re-released by then in this alternative universe. And then something that hasn't happened in a while happened. January 2022, another rare resurgence. Brand new items got a rare tag. And some of the items that got a rare tag this month in our current reality, like the stained glass window, did not get one this month because they already had one from June 2020. Example being the stained glass window. So what other items got rare tagged in January 2022, may you ask? Cool Hair got rare tagged in January 2022, along with the beard, which was not in pack runs, but it's another hair item, and for some reason Animal Jam did not want to rare tag hair items. Then the vintage kitchen items all got rare tagged, along with the vintage clothing items, which is something you wouldn't expect in modern day. The reason why they did this is because the vintage clothing items were never actually re-released. So if they weren't rare tagged in June 2020, they were rare tagged in January 2022, along with these kitchen items, which wouldn't have been in the prize pals. So that would make them all pretty rare, which is interesting. Another thing is the campfire being rare tagged along with the other camp items in January 2022. The first now rare tagged sapphire items, being the Zios Fountain and Mira Fountain, have been declared rare in January 2022, along with the home theater, which is an old item from 2015 that, because it had a sapphire tag, did not get rare tagged along with the other items in June 2020. Speaking of other items, I also forgot to mention the Venus Flytrap got rare tagged then too. So, yes. Another thing that happened in January 2022 was Jewel Tier Expeditions. And that's where most of the items that I didn't mention got put into, including the hay bale, and some other things too. So all those items, another one's hanging mittens, flower petal collar. I don't know if the Phantom Dimension would even exist in this universe because that came all after. So just thinking out of the box right now, this might not happen either. But that's not the point. Jewel Tier Expeditions seem to have been the way to get any item you want that isn't rare tagged in this alternative universe. And that's when people start getting annoyed because it's similar to the Forgotten Desert in a way. And eventually people become blindsided and for some reason think all those items inside the expedition are worth nothing. But that's definitely not the point. Haha. I'm surprised you made it to the end. This is a pretty long video about a topic that might not be all too interesting, especially not to myself. So, if you did enjoy it, please say so. I would be interested in hearing what you had to say. And also say your ideas of an alternative universe where so and so item was never released, or so and so item was re released. What would things look like now if that did happen? I wonder. Well, if you like my content, then why not subscribe? And with that, this is Brad Stormer, storming out.